Are Western nations scared of Africa? The Western nations, often seen as fearless on the global stage, now find themselves taken aback by the stance African nations are taking on the Israel-Hamas war. After South Africa, Namibia has got on the Western nations' nerves. When South Africa took Israel to the International Court of Justice, ICJ, Germany unexpectedly stepped into the matter, voicing its opinion on the case it is not a part of. Without presenting any evidence or a counter-argument, Germany declared Israel innocent, and Namibia could not remain silent on this. Namibia, no stranger to facing scrutiny from Western nations, is seizing the opportunity to speak up for those who cannot. Having experienced brutality from Western powers, Namibia is not holding back when it comes to expressing its dissatisfaction with Germany's stance. Namibia seems determined to make its voice heard, even if it means challenging Western nations that think of themselves as superior nations. But will this mean the start of a Cold War with the West? Is Africa ready for it? Let's find out. Namibia is furious at Germany right now, and it's not about a political misunderstanding. It's about Germany's unpredictable move at the International Court of Justice (ICJ), where they decided to throw their weight behind Israel. But why is Namibia so angry? What is the background of this anger? Namibia's anger isn't just a random burst of emotions. It stems from a historical connection. Germany used to be Namibia's colonial overlord, and let's be honest, that relationship was anything but friendly. It involved land seizures, oppression, and a whole lot of bad blood. Now, fast forward to today. Namibia is an independent nation, but the scars of the past are still fresh. So, when Germany suddenly jumps into the ring to support Israel, standing against the entire Africa's narrative, Namibia will react. But it's not that Germany only supported Israel. There is more to the story that made Namibia angry. So, stick with us to find out what caused a reaction from this African nation. The main part of the argument here is South Africa, which accused Israel of genocide. Namibia says Germany is taking the wrong side. Considering the situation's sensitivity, Namibia expected Germany to be more cautious. Instead, they feel like Germany threw diplomacy out the window and added fuel to an already fiery debate. What led Germany to take action on Israel's behalf? Germany jumped into the matter at the International Court of Justice (ICJ), supporting Israel. Stefan Hebestreit, the federal government spokesman for Germany, shared their intervention plan. Germany wasn't content with just sending a polite letter. They decided to play the third-party card, adding a strategic twist to the already heated drama between Israel and South Africa. Now, you might wonder why Germany, of all places, decided to wade into these troubled waters. Well, there is a plot twist. South Africa, never one to mince words, threw some serious accusations at Israel. They pointed fingers, accusing Israel of the big G word, genocide. With a history that's no stranger to conflict and reconciliation, Germany saw an opportunity to flex its diplomatic powers. But let's not forget, Germany is playing the role of a third party here. They're not the main characters. Now, why did South Africa choose to point fingers at Israel in the first place? Is it just about pointing fingers? Here's a reminder to please like and share the video and subscribe to our channel to watch more videos on Africa's geopolitics, economy, and changing landscape. Let's continue now. Well, it all boils down to complex international relations. South Africa, known for its strong stance on human rights, decided to hold Israel accountable for its actions. They weren't holding back, accusing Israel of crossing the line and committing acts that fall under the dreaded genocide category. In the middle of this verbal battlefield, Germany stepped in, not to pick a side, but to mess things up more. Germany's intervention at the ICJ was considered a strategic, diplomatic move to maintain a delicate balance. But they have put fuel to the flames, pretending to ensure that the accusations and counter-accusations are dealt with fairly and justly. Germany's decision to back Israel has raised eyebrows, and people are wondering, why now? Germany might have felt the pressure from the entire Western Bloc. In the world of international politics, alliances matter, and supporting Israel could be a way for Germany to align itself with the broader Western stance. Another angle is the fear of a domino effect. South Africa's support for Palestine could trigger a chain reaction, causing more nations to jump on the pro-Palestine stance. To prevent this potential shift, Germany may have chosen to stand with Israel, a strategic move to maintain the balance. On the ground, Hamas, a Palestinian resistance group, has urged Germany to rethink its support for Israel in the ICJ genocide case. This appeal isn't just a local plea, it reflects the broader international impact of Germany's involvement. So how has Namibia responded to Germany's support for Israel? Namibia has openly condemned Germany's decision to stand firmly behind Israel. What's more, they've called out Germany for not aligning with South Africa's genocide allegations. Namibia's stance is not an isolated criticism. The UN Special Rapporteur on the Right to Housing has joined the chorus of criticism, labeling Germany's intervention as a shocking abdication of all responsibility. It seems the international community is not sugarcoating words when expressing their discontent with Germany's position. The heart of Namibia's objection lies in Germany's historical baggage. Having once been a colonial power in Namibia, Germany's decision to back Israel raises eyebrows. The sentiment on the ground in Namibia reflects a deep-seated frustration. People are questioning Germany's motivations, wondering whether the nation is truly committed to addressing past wrongs or is merely playing politics on the global stage. Namibia's critique is not just about pointing fingers, it calls for Germany to reassess its priorities. But why is Namibia particularly frustrated about this? Namibia's deep-seated frustration and condemnation of Germany's recent choice to support Israel at the International Court of Justice stem from a moral and ethical standpoint. And it is rooted in the African nation's unwavering commitment to human rights. For Namibia, the issue goes beyond mere diplomatic posturing. The African nation has long advocated for human rights, empathizing with the Palestinian people's struggles. Namibia, having experienced the harsh realities of colonialism, can feel the pain that the people of Palestine are going through. This empathy is the foundation for Namibia's principled stance on international issues. In Namibia's view, Germany's decision to align itself with Israel appears to be driven not by a genuine concern for justice or human rights, but by a desire for Western praise and a pat on the back. This perceived motivation, detached from the moral and ethical considerations that Namibia prioritizes, is what fuels the nation's anger and disappointment. Namibia sees Germany's choice as a deviation from the principles of justice and morality. Instead of standing with a nation that has historical ties to oppression and dispossession, Namibia asserts that Germany has opted for a path that undermines the ethical foundations of international relations. For Namibia, the decision to stand with Palestine is not just a political move, but a principled stand against a reverse in moral judgment on Germany's part. The African nation views this alignment as a betrayal of the shared commitment to human rights and justice that should govern international relations. Namibia's position, therefore, reflects a deeper concern about the values that guide diplomatic decisions. It underscores the importance of moral and ethical considerations in shaping international relations and challenges Germany to reassess its priorities and motivations. As the diplomatic discourse continues, Namibia's anger is not merely a display of emotion, but a moral objection to what it sees as a compromise of fundamental values. In standing with Palestine and against Germany's recent choice, Namibia sends a powerful message about the enduring significance of ethics and morality in global politics. But is Namibia's criticism of Israel and Germany justified? Are there other nations supporting this narrative? The global response to the genocide case against Israel at the International Court of Justice (ICJ) presents diverse opinions. More than 50 countries, primarily from the Arab world and Africa, have expressed support for South Africa's case, accusing Israel of violating the Genocide Convention during its conflict with the Gaza Strip. The Organization of Islamic Countries (OIC), comprising nations like Saudi Arabia, Iran, Pakistan, and Morocco, has rallied behind South Africa in endorsing the genocide allegations. Malaysia has also joined the chorus of support. On the other side of the spectrum, the United States, a close ally of Israel, has flatly rejected the allegations, considering them unfounded. The United Kingdom has characterized the accusations as unjustified, aligning itself against South Africa's stance. Germany has explicitly rejected the allegations, marking a clear departure from the position taken by more than 50 other nations. Notably, China and Russia, two important nations, have also stood with Palestine. But no Western country has declared support for South Africa's allegations against Israel. The European Union, as a bloc, has refrained from commenting on the case. Most nations supporting South Africa's case hail from the Arab world and Africa. Turkey stands out as the lone European country publicly expressing its support for the genocide allegations against Israel. So most of the nation thinks that what Israel is doing is wrong, and they criticize its actions, like Namibia. It won't be wrong to say that Namibia's actions are justified. Do you think Namibia should get mad at Germany? Was supporting Israel with no justification for its action in Palestine, right? Should the Western nations be held accountable for this? Let us know in the comment section if you support Namibia. Do you want to watch more videos like this one? If yes, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon next to it. We have decided to bring videos on something nobody talks about: African politics, economy, and increasing power. Thanks for watching, and until the next video, stay tuned.
Tell us what you think in the comment section. Like and share the video, and subscribe so that you don't miss any of our African videos. It's the best way to support us.